All right, all you feral unhinged essentials, welcome back to another week.
Welcome, welcome. Sorry, interrupted. I'm such a bitch like that. Anyway, moving
we
on.
well, we kind of love bitches, so it's okay. Yeah.
It's all
How
good.
did
Yeah.
yeah, how did we get where we're at? How did we marry who we married?
Oh wow. Yeah.
It had to start with a capital B.
Bar? Oh, did
Yeah.
I say that?
We are cruising right through the middle of November. And so
Woohoo!
not only is it continuing to be sweater weather, the cold months, the places where we can put on our comfortable clothes and eat all of the nasty foods.
Love
This
it.
it's also where we start thinking about our family members, which can be both fun and triggering.
Annoying?
Yeah. Today, we are welcoming back another awesome guest for us, Miss Nikki.
Hey, Miss
Hello, guys.
Yeah,
Nikki.
Hi,
Nikki, welcome
Loving
hi.
back.
you.
I am
Uh,
also a bitch.
She got the RBF and it's
Yes.
all over.
Man, I love it. Today, we're going to talk about what it's like being an essential, whether you're military, fire, police, EMS, helicopter, first responder, however you work in the healthcare essential world. We typically marry people opposite from us, and I think that goes across the board on any job. You marry your polar opposite, which makes it both fun and infuriating at the same time.
Oh, so infuriating.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
and
have to agree. Yes.
yeah,
Very infuriating.
in our world, it makes it to where you want to come home and talk about your day, or you don't want to talk about your day. In the case of my spouse, and and you're the opposite person that ends up saying, here's how bad my day was. I had to file this many papers. I got a paper cut. I can't believe somebody said this. And you're like, yeah, I saw 4 people die today.
yes,
There was a
literally.
huge C. diff breakout in the ER
Let me hose down real quick before you continue on about your paper cut.
Yeah, yeah. Before you tell me how bad traffic was,
Hmm.
let me wash off the COVID and the C. diff.
I got shit on my arm
Oh,
today. That was awesome.
Yeah,
yeah.
man. I remember coming home one time and I still had blood on my face.
Oh God.
My spouse at the time was like, "Hey, you have some new freckles."
That's awful.
It's like, yeah,
Oh my
that's
God.
You're
nope.
like, give me a kiss.
Yeah, that is not skin cancer. That's Hep C.
Yeah.
Come here, baby. Let me share.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If I got it, you're gonna get
yeah,
it.
yeah, and
We
that
share in
person,
this family.
yeah, with the family holiday months showing up, gathering around the table and eating a meal, or getting around the Christmas tree, which is coming up, and opening presents and sharing all the things. It's different for us in a way that is sometimes fun and not fun.
Oh, for sure.
Yes.
So with that being said, Nikki, how does a regular day not related to holidays work for you and your person?
Well, I mean, so I'm a nurse, so I go to work, and it takes me like 30-ish minutes to drive there. So my 12-hour day really is a 13 to 14-hour day with me getting off late, And so I go to work and I come home and I want to bitch about my day because, I'm in charge every fucking day. Some bullshit happens, whatever, and I want to bitch. And on the days that he has to go to work, he wants to bitch about how, so my boyfriend, he's a manager at a distribution center. And so he just like has to move people around and he has to hit numbers, for the packages to go out. And I'm like, oh no, you didn't hit your numbers today. You're upset. I had to code a 300-pound man on the floor today and his blood was coming out of his face. Uh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of being on divert and my boss's boss comes and tells me that they sent my nurse home. And I'm
Oh
like,
wow.
what the, oh, what? you know we're on divert, right? And then I have to come home and he's like, man, I didn't have my numbers today. My bosses, like the directors just don't understand. And I'm like, they don't understand you didn't hit numbers today? My boss doesn't understand I can't work one less of a nurse while also training somebody and people not die. Like a human life, doesn't pass away because I'm
Yeah.
short staffed. And okay, you're stressed. Okay. And then I have to be, I have to empathize because I chose my stress. I chose to have this job and to watch people die and try to make them not die. And he chose to crunch numbers and that stresses him out. I'm like, yeah, yes, I understand. It's frustrating. But fucking what the fuck? Oh, yes,
I think
honey, they're
that's
there.
like the big thing. It's like with non-medical people, they don't get. I mean, your numbers are important. I
Yes,
get that. I
yeah,
appreciate that.
yeah,
I couldn't keep Granny alive for her family. Oh shit.
yeah.
You know
Like,
what I mean?
I couldn't keep this 42-year-old man from dying out of nowhere.
Hmm.
I couldn't get him back. And like my dad's older than that. So I'm like I know I chose the stress level that I chose of my job and he chose his, but motherfucker. I just want to strangle him. So I come home and it's just like, okay, now I can't I I I fail every day of not bringing my attitude and my pissed off at my job home into the house, but I'm just like, okay, so then I talk about some of it, and he's like, well, maybe you could have done this. Motherfucker, shut up. I couldn't have done more. Trust me, I have done it. I have tried. You can't do more.
I
And
think
he's like,
like the biggest stressors for like medical people and non-medical people is the fact that our jobs don't really compare. It's not
no,
there's no comparison to it because you see like so ER nurse, of course. So you see the worst of the worst and you can't fix it all the time. You try,
no.
but you can't. And then they are like talking to you about I couldn't get my cash register open today. Oh wow, that's a problem.
You're like, oh
Wow, what do we
no.
do? What do we do?
Mm,
Yeah.
How did you fix that situation? Because I
yeah,
couldn't fix mine.
Yes.
So,
That must have
you
yeah.
been
know,
terrible.
yeah.
I tried. It's so
So,
hard to fix mine, but she's still dead. So
yeah, yeah, she's not gonna make it either way. So,
yeah,
yeah. So I get that. I get that.
How do you keep from playing the comparison game? Right. So I'm married to another
yeah.
healthcare professional. And so ours is a different kind of frustration. It's like we can literally play, whose day was worse. But I completely understand, having been married to a non healthcare professional before. You just kind of look at them and slow blink and go, how dare you try to tell me?
Okay, so honestly,
Yeah.
my side, I had a whole mental breakdown one day. So we stopped that.
Mm.
Like I freaked the fuck out. Probably shouldn't have, but I did.
You did this at home, right? In front of your.
At home,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes. I had a whole mental break. I was like, your shit is not important as my shit, okay? I'm keeping
Yeah.
people alive, okay? That's what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, we decided it's probably not a good idea to compare jobs. So we stopped.
We haven't really hit the we can't compare kind of thing, but he doesn't compare, like he doesn't try to compare to my job, and mine's more stressful than yours, and it's me who hasn't enough, and I internally have to be like, I chose to try to save people. I chose to do that dance with the devil every day, and he did not, his is stressful, he's still in charge of a bunch of people, and so I have to internally be like, just because my stress is more than his does not make it any different. Stress is all stress. So
It
I'm just
is.
like, so I have to be like, okay, well, and you try to talk it just like he tries to talk with me about my job, and I just have to take a step back. And honestly, I bitch at my dad about it on the phone. I'm like, this motherfucker, you want to know what this motherfucker told me yesterday? And he's like, I know him. I know
Yeah.
it's different. And I'm like, I know it. He's like, but were you at least nice? And I'm like, yes, I was like, I'm so sorry. Your job is stressful. And Is there anything I can do to help you? And what do you think about this? And have you talked to somebody about that? And, and I'm internally being like, this motherfucker, but so, I mean, we don't really like compare. I see it coming in the future, I put my little glasses on and I can see the future coming where one day I'm just going to be like, you know what, motherfucker? But his job is only stressful 3 months out of the year when it's, quote unquote peak season is what they call it, where everybody's trying to buy Christmas shit and all that. And so he's only stressed 3 months out of the year. So I'm like, I can hold off of being pissed off that you are trying to say you're stressed out 3 months out of the year, because mine is 365 days, 12 hours every fucking week, stressful. And so I'm like, he has to deal with me all the time. I can deal with him for this short amount of period. But I'm like, you just don't understand. Granny died in front of me.
It's like one of those situations that you wish they could like ghost you at work. It's like,
literally.
Okay, so let's bring you in. Let's let you follow me around for a shift and see what you think.
Oh my God, I wish that was a thing.
I mean, it would be like,
bring your spouse to work day.
Just and it doesn't even have to be all day. Just come for like an hour or two. But come for 30 minutes and watch me run my ass in circles because, X needs me and I need to go do this and I have to do that. And just watch what I have to do.
And not
for
shit
my
on
12
you
hours.
Day shift peeps or anything, but 5 o'clock? What the fuck? What is about 5
I fucking
o'clock?
hate 5 o'clock.
What is 5 o'clock?
Honestly,
what is
it's
that?
From 4 to 7 most days. And then really from like 5:30 to 6:30 is straight hell.
Yeah.
I didn't understand, because I used to work night shift. I didn't understand, like, how the fuck you got all these people out here? And I'm like, look, I just cleared the waiting room and they're back out there. I'm so sorry. I'm trying.
I know. I walk in at 7 and I'm like, okay, so there's 10 people in the waiting room and every fucking room's full. What are we doing here? What are y'all doing?
I know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm so sorry.
They showed up 30 seconds ago. All of them. 30 seconds ago.
Why is the urine not collected on 6? What is going on?
Like, because I know, like, coming in and you're like, what the fuck? I have tried to teach, like, coming from night shift, like, hey, it's 6 o'clock. Make sure all your tasks are done. Let's try to get some people out of here because the waiting room's fixing to fill up. And then some days it's just like you're fighting an uphill battle. And I'm just like, motherfucker. And so, and then I end my shift like that. And I just feel like, holy shit. And I get home and I'm like, yes, honey, I'll go make dinner. let me go feed the dog.
I didn't even think about that, man.
That's what we're currently fighting about. Is I bust my ass for 12 hours and I have to come home and do the dishes and put away the laundry and make dinner.
I'm on a strike. I ain't gonna try to play. I'm on a strike.
Well, currently me too. Strike. I'm kind of stuck. Can't do nothing. So it's been nice.
Okay, I have questions. I am married to another healthcare person, and our schedule one week is flipped, and the opposite week is similar. We plan well. So I'm the one. I go to the store. I cook. I do those things. Just because where we live, there is no DoorDash. or any kind of like pain. Restaurants. And if I want to eat, somebody has to make it. And so I kind of take that on, and I do that on my own. I haven't been asked to do that. My spouse would do that. But, we kind of get each other. I can see her walk through the door and go, today's not the day to ask how work went. Or I can just not say anything and wait for them to speak. So coming home to someone who doesn't work in that industry, like, I hate to make us sound like prostitutes, but
I feel like we are, though.
Right, yeah. Right. We are definitely sluts for money because we wouldn't do it for any other reason.
No.
Real.
Yeah.
If this body could be on a pole, I'd be on it. Trust
me. Girl, I feel you. They can pay me to put my clothes back on.
Listen, I feel like at this point I could grab it with my butt cheeks and work my way up.
I you get extra dollars for that.
That goes from a $10 bill to a $100 bill.
Yeah.
What is so when y'all are coming home? We've talked about before the drive home to kind of clear the mind, clear the head, and get ready to like switch off from work mode and get back into family mode or house mode, however you want to call it. But when you get home, are y'all's spouses the people who say, "Hey, what happened at work today?" Or are they the people who?
It really just depends on the day.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, so our schedule is kind of the same, kind of not. So, like, Wednesdays and Thursdays, I work, he doesn't. And then Fridays and every other Saturday, he works and I work. Some days he's like, how's your day? Or, we've already been texting and he's like, I know it's shitty. Did anything else happen today? Or some days it's, I got dinner in the oven. And some days it's, okay, I need to go home and I need to clean and I need to cook. And what the fuck have you been doing all day? And I don't want to talk about my job because you're already pissing me off. So I can talk about my day. Honestly, on my drive home, I call my dad every day because my dad's not a healthcare worker, speaking of family, but my Nana was. And so he was around, the textbooks when she was learning.
Mm-hmm.
And he was, he's been around a healthcare worker. Love my Nana to death. She was a hospice, LTAC, home hospice, whatever, home health nurse for, God, I don't fucking know. And so he knows all of it, So I just call him up and he's like, anything happened today, and I bitch about administration, I bitch about my boss and bitch about being, short staffed. And then we get into like, but most people wouldn't say fun things, but like, like, bro, this dude just like fell off and his face hit the floor and he was bleeding everywhere. And he's like, yeah, then what happened? Did you get him back? And I'm like, no. And he's like, what the fuck? And he's like, I was like, that's what I'm saying. He's only 40 something. And, and I can talk about it because he understands. Like he doesn't understand, but he understands, And so
Mm-hmm.
then I
He can
decompress him.
sympathize.
Yes. He
Yeah.
knows, he knows the struggle because he's seen it with his mom and he knows, a lot of medical terms. So he knows at the same time that man, I'm going to kill him sometimes. But so he understands most of it, but coming home to my boyfriend who knows nothing about it and doesn't,
I would
it's
assume
hard.
that would also make it a benefit that your family member doesn't know. Are there times where that's a plus?
I haven't found it.
Okay. Yeah,
I
I
mean,
get it.
my
Yeah.
mom, yes. So my mom just, we're in remission, holla holla, of her, I think it's been a year and a half now of her like endometrial cancer metastasized, all the shit. And so like her not understanding the severity of it was a plus and also a negative. So like she's like, oh, I have this, yeah, I got the big C and it's terrible. And but then it's also like she's like, oh, okay, so everything's working. I'm great. And I'm thinking, yes, but you don't understand that it could just not one day. And so it's like, yes, it's great that she understands some. And my dad, fuck, my dad knowing anything is terrible because he's like, the world is ending. My love of my life is leaving me. I'm like, Dad, she's in remission, bro. Like, calm down. It's okay. And he's like, but this and this and this. So he knows just enough to freak out. And I'm like having to like reassure him, it's okay. Like, we're doing this and it's working now. And and he's like calling me up. She's got a cough. And I'm like, it's fucking flu season. Of course she's got a cough. It's fucking cold outside now. Like,
It's
if
kind of a curse, though, if you think about it, to know what you know.
yes,
And if you
yes,
have somebody who knows a little bit, it's really a curse.
yeah. And so, like, when we first got that diagnosis, it was like she sends it to me. Walking into work. I wasn't even going to work. I was already walking into work. And I'm like, fuck. And then, my dad's blowing up my phone because he knows just enough of those words to know she's got cancer. And I'm like, okay, give me 15 minutes and I'll call you back. I got to get a report. And it's just like, it's just enough for him to freak the fuck out and then freak my mom out. And I'm at work and then we get a lull moment. And then I know, shit, this means, X, Y, and Z. And it could be real bad or it could not be. And we need to do this. And I need to call somebody. Oh shit, it's midnight. I can't call anybody. And it's like, it's just enough to be like, my mother has
Well, it's a whole
cancer.
nother stressor too. So it's not
Oh,
Mhm.
only
for
the
sure.
stress at work, and then
Yeah.
it's like you walk in with a whole new level of stress. It's like, okay, this is my mom. She has
Yeah.
this horrible cancer, and what do I do? How do I
Well,
handle this?
and you're sitting there and you're like, oh, my mom's got cancer and we need to do, all these things. And then this motherfucker over here is talking about how I've had this cough for 3 months and I'm like, there's nothing fucking wrong with you. Get the fuck out of my face. I
Quit
stubbed my
smoking.
toe. And I'm like, you stubbed your toe? My mom has cancer. I'm like, you don't need to be here. So
Man,
another
so
stressor.
that takes us into a new realm of this conversation when your family members,
And you're the only healthcare
yeah,
worker?
and yeah, then you have to go to work and it's clinical day, it's medical Monday. So
Yeah.
everybody's coming in for their bullshit nausea, vomiting, diarrhea that they've had for 27 days and they don't want to go to their doctor, but it's time to go to the ER.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And
And
you're
then
like,
how do
I
you
don't need to
save
be
face
here.
and keep your job?
Yeah.
To sit there and go, yeah, you totally need to walk in here, you twat waffle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
You
me
said you
telling
just left
you
the
that,
urgent care?
yeah, what they give you? Did you go pick it up? No?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Because,
like, I've been to my specialist, I've been to the urgent care, I've been to my primary care, I went back to two other ERs,
yeah,
and I wanted to come here for a third opinion. Like, what the fuck do you think we're gonna say? Yes,
I have
you
nothing else.
you have rhinovirus. God
Yeah.
bless you, freaking pussy. Fuck
Yeah.
off.
It'll go away in 5 to 7 days. Get out of my face.
And then you're sitting in the director's office with every other NO person there. Chief, whatever, going, did you really say that to the patient? And you're like, yep, I did.
Yep, I
100%.
did.
I own it.
Shit.
Yeah. Like, we're going to write you up. I'm like, awesome. Where do I sign?
Yeah. Can I sign this so you can put me back to work?
Yeah, because I know you're not going to send me home since we're
No.
down 27 nurses.
Hmm.
God bless.
But hold on. I need to go call my dad back because he's blowing up my phone again about my mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
Holy
that's some
cow.
shit.
But so you want to talk about Christmas time? So funny story. Last year I worked night shift, right? So I get off the night shift and I drive straight to my parents' house. And it's me and my mom, my dad, my sister, and my sister's boyfriend at the time. He's a dipshit, but anyway.
Tell us how you
And
really feel. No, I'm
oh,
kidding.
you have no idea. But so I just get off, like, how's your night? Did everybody still alive? And I'm like, oh no, what? My sister looks at me and she's like, well, who died? I'm pretty sure. I don't want to lie. I don't know if it was Thanksgiving or if it was Christmas or Christmas Eve or something. I don't fucking remember. But one of those days, I was working in the ER and nobody was working with me. None of my friends. This girl checks in, and of course we're short staffed, and so I'm trying to triage and take patients, and it's just a clusterfuck. And we get so many possible miscarriages, right? And they're like, oh, I'm pregnant, 8 weeks, and I'm bleeding. They just want a fucking ultrasound, right? So that's what's in my head because I'm running around, and I go out there and I'm like, so and so, come in here, and I'm like, what's going on today? Step on the scale. She puts the little tiny backpack, like those little tiny backpacks that you get for little girls to carry
Yeah.
their dolls around in. She puts
Yeah.
her on the chair. She steps up on the scale. I'm like, what's going on today? And she's like, well, I was at work and it came out. What came out? What are you talking about?
Oh, wow.
And I'm thinking, did I read that right? It's a possible miscarriage, right? She's like, it's in here. And she goes to unzip this tiny backpack. No, ma'am, shut the backpack. And so I'm telling my family this. My sister's looking at me like I have grown a third head, talking about how this lady's whole ass baby, like it's the size of my hand, and you can see where the eyeballs were trying to form. It's got a head, it's got fingers, got
Oh
toes, it's
gosh.
got legs.
Wow.
And I'm explaining to her, like, yeah, and I have to weigh it and measure it and fill out a fucking birth certificate, death certificate thing. And I don't even know how to fucking do any of this. And I have no help. And she's just like, what? And I'm like, yeah, like, Merry Christmas, Happy Thanksgiving. That's what I had to deal with last night. And she's like, okay, that's enough talking at work at the dinner table. And my dad's like, that's pretty cool. What the fuck, Dad? Like, shut up.
Yes, I love him.
Yeah. He's like, so did you like touch it? And I'm like, no, it was slimy. And he was like,
Oh,
man, I would
wow.
have touched it. And I was like, oh my God. And he's like, well, what'd you do with it? What do you mean? I sent it to the lab. We gotta send, I
Yeah,
don't know. The fucking paperwork said send
we
it to the
put it in
lab.
the paper shredder. What do you think?
Yeah. I threw it in the trash. Like, I don't fucking
Gosh.
know. And so they're just like, oh, okay. And then, we carry on with our breakfast, and my sister is never the same. I deal with that every day. And she's just like, she's a teacher. So she's like, oh my God. And I'm like, my bad, you asked. So sorry. It's hour 15 of being alive, and I forgot I needed a filter. Yeah.
Oh
So
my word. Yeah.
having to
Yeah.
like,
So do you find it hard to like turn work mode off before you get home?
oh, for sure. And they don't help neither. They call
Yeah.
you up and they're like, hey, come check on mom. She's coughing, or hey, my ear's bleeding. Can you come look at it? I'm not a fucking doctor, but sure, I'll come look. And then
Yeah.
my sister's like, I've been coughing and sneezing for a month. And I'm like, she's just telling me as a sister or not because she wants me to fix her. Okay. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's trash. And she's like, yeah, what do you think it is? I'm like, well, fuck, I was trying to leave that, not here, but okay. But yeah, definitely not like, and it's not necessarily like the anger or like the frustration of like coming home to a spouse, who doesn't understand and you're trying to have this relationship. It's different with, like your family where it's like, I don't necessarily feel like I need to, explain like all the bullshit or all the things that I see, like my dad is different, but um like I don't have an issue not telling my mom that because she's just the sweetest peach on the earth, and I don't want to taint her with my darkness. But um yeah, definitely
Well,
coming
so
home.
and that's probably my fault. I didn't even think about like family members because I'm assuming that all of us are, with a significant other, and I think that's what I was including in that, but I didn't think about the family dynamic of like if your mother or your father or if your sibling ask, then you kind of automatically go into that
Yeah,
role
you
of,
forget.
yeah, I'm either the child or I'm the older or younger sibling, and now I'm having to talk about my day like I've done since I was born.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
they're just like, oh, did you have a good night, and they always
yeah,
like, it's always like, anybody dies tonight, it's just the running joke in my family, and I'm like, oh yeah, you know 89-year-old decided to die last night, but that's fine. But it's not necessarily those that they're like, what the fuck? It's the 42-year-old who died just randomly, or the fucking dead baby I found in the backpack. It's those that are like,
yeah.
what the fuck do you do for a living? And I'm like,
I feel like it
yeah,
gets real like when it's somebody your age that you get
oh
in
for
there.
sure,
You're
yeah.
like, oh my God, you're the same age as me. What the hell? You
Or when
know?
they're younger. Like I had a
Or younger,
21-year
yeah.
old just fucking die out of nowhere. No, come in for nausea vomiting and just fucking die. Can't get her back. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
you're just like, ugh.
it's wild.
Yeah.
Well,
But,
and then it's like, how do you convert? Because it's typically like, and my experience, after that it goes, uh, "Hey, does anybody want lunch or dinner? We're gonna
yes,
DoorDash." Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
It's
I
Are you
pretty
said,
much,
hungry
yeah,
still?
someone pass the potatoes, please.
yeah. Or you go home and your family members ask you about your day, and I'm guilty of the same thing. Being a first responder for decades, asking my other, essential first responder spouse how their day was as if they just got done with sixth grade in school.
Yes,
Did you color a pretty picture today? How was music
yes.
class? Did you meet somebody new? Do you have any new friends? Do they want to come over for dinner?
Yeah.
And you just wreck everything, and they look at you like, "How dumb are you?"
Yeah, like that's not what I was looking for, but okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's hard and then like because, we work so long and so long hours, we're used to being around other healthcare workers to go home or, to go to a family event or whatever and have to make sure you put the filter on and not just someone's not asking you, about the dead baby in the backpack, and you just forgot to be like, oh, that should not have come out of my mouth. And it's not like breaking hip or anything like that. It's just,
yeah,
it's not necessarily insensitive, but it is at the same time because I forgot that that's my job. And you're a teacher of a kindergarten class and you would never see a dead baby in a backpack, but,
yeah.
or when I hear about it, but shit, my bad. Yeah,
Well,
it's
and so
definitely hard.
let's start there. What do you need from, I I hate to say like clueless, or it's not that they're clueless. It's I there are your well-meaning family members, whether
Yeah.
it's your spouse, your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your best friend, your roommate. Um, what do you need from them after either like a stretch of several days in a row or a bad day?
Well, honestly, what I need and what I should need are two different things because in that moment, seeing her face and knowing that that is not normal and that is not okay made me feel better. But
Right on.
that's not the right, like I wouldn't say the right answer, but like I should not have, brought it up, but it did make me feel better in that moment to know that it was not okay and that should not happen and this is not normal, but it wasn't okay for her to have to hear that. And so I
Right.
wouldn't say like not asking about their day, but just be ready, be ready that either my filter is going to be on or my filter is not going to be on and you're going to hear some wild shit.
Mm-hmm.
I think for like healthcare workers, like the biggest thing is just having that supporting ear.
Yeah.
Like you come home, you're like, you've stressed out for the week, like you've seen horrific things, and you're like, okay, I know you don't want to hear about this, but fake it and say, "Oh my God,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
so sorry for you." You know,
Yeah,
I think
you
sometimes like
you
that's
signed
like
you signed up as my person, and now you get to
Yes.
be it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Here we
like,
go.
yes, the guy with C. diff just shit up my arm. Will you
Yeah.
just please understand what happened?
The
Yeah.
hospital got me these shitty ass catheters that don't self occlude, and I just got Hep C blood all over my white shoes. Like,
Yes, I mean,
fuck.
it's like, okay, where's the peroxide? I mean,
Yeah.
come on. I mean, I think like a lot for like with when you're with a non-medical person, they don't really have a grasp on the things that you see. So it's like,
Just listen and like,
yeah, I mean, it's like
you don't
support
even have to
them.
actually listen. You can just fake listen
Yeah,
because
I
I just
mean,
need to let it out.
and I mean, because I know there's been mornings that I come in and I'm like, what just happened to me last night? I'm not
Yeah.
exactly sure. So, like, I don't know if I should be angry, if I should be
Yeah.
neutral, or if I should just completely break down and be stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's like, I mean, because we've all had horrible, horrible, horrible things happen to us as healthcare workers, as non-healthcare workers. There's things that just they come into your convenience store and it happened and you're like, what just happened? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Was that
And
real?
and
You know?
hopefully not everybody has those, but the day of
I
age
mean,
we are now, it's probably gonna happen. But just like listening and knowing that somebody is there and will listen and
and don't compare. Don't try to
yeah,
compare your job to a healthcare worker.
no,
There's just not a winning thing there. It just,
there's no winning sides on that.
yeah,
No
there's not.
whatsoever.
Because, I mean, as healthcare workers, we all we see death and it's sometimes peaceful. Sometimes it's not so peaceful. Sometimes it's just ugly. And so I think for non-healthcare workers, they just don't quite understand the whole
No.
thing about it. It's like, because you
Uh,
see the ugly part of it. It's like they come in with this big ass thumper on them and they're getting compressed and you're like, oh shit,
yeah.
it's awful.
And sometimes even that is not as traumatic as others where, you know, you have to start your own CPR and you have to feel the ribs breaking and you have to stop the fucking blood from oozing out of whatever orifice is just oozing out of.
And I'm
And
going to tell you the whole feeling of somebody's ribs breaking. Oh shit.
hey, I just want to say, I've never felt it. 4 years
Seriously? Oh my
in,
God.
What?
and I still have not felt it.
Okay, so honestly, Reed, I think I was 17 years in before I felt it.
Yeah. The two that
And
have
it
died in
is,
front of me have started chest compressions before I have, and so I haven't had to feel it.
it's
Mm.
the most awful feeling. Awful.
Oh,
Awful. Like you compress in and it's like pop, 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 pop. And you're like, oh, goddamn, I just broke every bone in your body.
like, am I doing this right?
I know. I'm like, I just told
Yes,
you
yes,
you
you
were
are.
and,
hardy.
and
You
someone
know,
across the room is yelling,
I'm like,
harder! Go
yeah.
deeper!
it is awful. It is the awful feeling. And it's like, or maybe it's just me, but it is
Yeah, I
awful.
mean, that's known
Awful.
across, you know.
And
I also want to say that I don't want the non-essential to know. You know, I want them to still be aloof. I don't want you to have to know what it feels like and what it feels like. Like, yeah, right now, because he's bitching about being stressed, I want him to come watch me run my ass and see dead people so you can see how stressed I am. But I also want you to be aloof. I don't want you to have that trauma that I now
well,
have.
and that's kind of my thing. I'm like, is it fair to them to have to
Yeah,
submit themselves to that? It's kind of like you're kind of like, okay, I just coded somebody, I got them back, now I can't keep them alive. Is that
yeah.
fair for our people to actually have to sit and deal
Watch
with
it.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a trauma. I mean, it
Oh,
really
so
is.
trauma.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. So I have this new girl that I have to train. Fucking another one. Anyways, straight out of nursing school. And
I
I can
love the new trainees.
I
They're so
I
happy.
do, but I also don't because I've never been soft in my life. I think I was born a hard person. And so when these cute little girls, you know, all these little girls want to be nurses and save people's lives and I don't want to hurt poor Meemaw. And I'm like, honey, they can't even put an IV in because they don't want to hurt Meemaw. Bitch, if you don't hurt Meemaw just a little bit right now, we'll be hurting her a fuck ton here in 20 minutes. Hurt her and put the IV
Hmm.
in. Come on now. Like,
Hmm.
we have to hurt them a little bit to help them, or we're going to hurt them a lot and maybe not help them at all.
Yeah, you end up with
So,
a bunch of veggies on the side.
yes.
I mean,
And,
yeah.
and I'm just like, come on, come hurt somebody. What?
I don't know. I love the new little trainees. They're so excited.
Oh, so excited.
They
And they're so
are,
kind.
and they are. It's like they haven't been jaded.
Yes.
Not yet, anyway.
It's so hard not to teach them to be jaded, though. I'm having an issue with that as of late. He just
I
wants to
mean,
talk to me
the
more.
older the nurse, the more jaded they are.
I'm not even old. I've only been doing this for 4 years.
Baby, you already seasoned. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I'm like, stop talking to me, Mom. We got other shit to do.
Okay,
She's like,
Miss Nikki, so you told us you had surgery
oh,
recently. Girl, what's
oh
going
yeah.
on? How we doing, sister?
Oh, I had my gallbladder taken out. Speaking of
Oh.
non-essential healthcare worker boyfriend over here, trying to be sympathy and talking to his friends at work, and they're like telling him all the things, and he's coming and talking to me, and I'm just like, I just want to lay here. My tummy hurts. Not
Oh.
explain to you this surgery because so I have my gallbladder taken out laparoscopically, right? And he goes to
Okay.
work and he tells his, friends like, oh yeah, Emily's doing great after her surgery. And why the fuck are you talking about me for one? But okay. And
He has to share his life with his friends. Come on.
literally. And I'm like,
What do we
okay,
do at
whatever.
work? Come on,
Yes.
girl.
Yes. So, and she's like, oh, how's she doing? Like, that gas really hurt me when I had mine done. And he was like, what are you talking about? Gas. This is how unessential non-healthcare worker he is. He's like, what are you talking about? And she's like, yeah, they like pump gas into you. And he's like, well, where does it go? So then I have to explain to him the procedure in non-medical terms, right? And so I'm like, they put these little tubes into your belly, right, in these 4 little holes, and then they stick these little long things with, and you like move it, and one's got a pincher and one's got some scissors, but they have to punch air into your stomach so they can see and move the little pincher and the little scissors around, right? And it's CO2, and so, but when you take it all out, you can't suck out air. Some of it comes out, but not all of it. And he's like, oh. And I'm like, yeah, that's why my shoulder's been hurting. And he's like, well, what do you do? I'm like, have you not been listening to me fart and burp for the last 3 days? What do you mean? It comes out how it comes out. And I'm just like, oh my God. And then I had to help him peel off one of the Band-Aids, because it's time to take the Band-Aids off. And I'm a little wuss with some Band-Aids, right? If it's a normal Band-Aid, I can rip it off. But I'm like trying not to like tear my skin. I don't fucking know. Think I'm 100 years old and going to tear my skin or something. And I'm like, oh, it's so sensitive. I'm like, take the Band-Aids off. And he's going just as slow as I was. And I'm like, shit. But I'm doing great.
Good. Okay, healing good.
Feeling good.
Okay.
I just thought,
No
why would they
constipation.
go in the belly button? I want to talk about
I
that.
don't know.
In the belly button.
That's
Look, I
a
am
good
not
question.
no 100-pound fit girly, okay? I have an actual belly button, and they went in it. So I'm like, I need to clean that, but like, can I clean it? Like, where are the sutures at? Like, did they sew the belly button together? I'm confused. Anyways, yes. So because I had so many gallstones, they upped my pain medicine. I'm already
Yes.
a constipated girlie.
Did you get the D? Did they send you home in the D?
No. If they
No
don't send nobody,
Delala?
no Delala. I don't want no Delala.
That's depressing.
No. What you mean? I got some Percocets.
Oh,
4 hours.
Oh wow.
4
dang.
hours? You want me to be asleep all day?
The
Yes.
perkies.
Yeah.
I want to be asleep all day.
I couldn't
Oh
even like
man.
fight. Look, these druggies, they were on the next level. That's all I'm saying. Because they're
Yeah.
like, oh, you just gotta fight through it being tired. Bitch, I tried. It doesn't work.
Okay, so I'm gonna 100% admit, like I got some Percocets back in the day, like when I had to have surgery. Those are my favorite drugs.
Listen,
No, you just nap
I
all
can
day.
I can understand how Wolf of Wall Street was sniffing them and making $1 million deals because holy shit.
I would be out of my mind.
Yeah, the Percocets, like I don't know how you even like have you seen Wolf of Wall Street?
I have not.
I have not. No.
Oh my gosh, you have to watch the scene where he takes expired drugs, and I think it's expired Percocet. He takes them and they kick in like 3 hours later, but he's taken like triple the dose because they're not kicking in. And he's trying to talk on the phone and then drive home. And he's just like
I don't know, like I'm just gonna tell you, if Percocets end up missing at work, I'm probably in trouble.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the reason.
No.
We're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
We need to be sniffing them. That's how the druggies do it.
Yeah, snort them or butt chug them. Yeah, butt chug them.
Yes. We're
Guys, like
I don't know how you
Percocet
sniff
was
through your butthole, but sniff through your butthole.
Percocets was my dream drug. Like I could take one and sleep for hours.
Literally, how am I supposed to be taking every 4 hours?
Wow.
I ain't gonna be in no pain because I'm gonna be asleep.
You want, so the benefit to it is you don't have to sleep for days after. It's
Yeah.
almost like meth. So,
Hey, you
Yeah.
know what the not benefit is? Constipation.
oh yeah, poo poo is a problem. Poo poo is a
Yeah.
Oh,
problem.
How did that cinder block feel when you
look,
squeezed it out your butthole?
look. I was already constipated before. So when I tell you I hadn't pooped in 4 days, I was hurting. And
I
they're
was
like,
giving birth out my ass.
my mom's like,
So.
is your tummy hurting? And I'm like, is it the incision or is it the poop log that is trying to exit my body? I do not know.
You're sitting there on the toilet just like, ah!
I
Well,
had
and
veins
then
in my forehead that I didn't know
yes.
about.
And they're like, don't eat, try to eat bland foods because it might
Yeah.
upset your tummy. And I'm like, give me some Taco Bell. I literally ate
Oh,
Taco
Oh,
Bell because
wow.
I needed to go.
You
yeah.
should have just brought out the cabbage. It would have been
Oh,
fine.
That's like playing on an Ouija board. You just
literally.
you want the demon to come out.
I was asking for it.
Wow.
That's so funny.
Damn.
That's funny. All right. Well, so okay. Let
It hurts to laugh.
Love you, Nikki. Love you, girl. Love you.
I'm so sorry for your pain, but damn, I want to watch it.
Wow.
Sorry.
Okay, Reed is having a total breakdown over there.
Breathe, your face is red.
Oh my god, I can't. I can't. I'd sit there in the bathroom with you and be like, "Push, baby, push."
You gotta breathe.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Practice the Lamaze, guys. Practice the Lamaze.
So, getting back on topic, do we educate the non-essential? Like I hate to put them in different windows because I feel like if you are married to either an essential or a non-essential, I'm going to give credit to the person that chose to be with you,
Oh, for sure.
regardless of
Oh,
their job.
100%. Yeah.
They love you, and all they want for you is the utmost happiness, joy, and they want you to love your job. And when you get home, they want you to be 100% present and all the things, right? So that makes it hard for both essential and non-essential spouses, partners, fill in the blank of whoever decides to saddle up with you. So for the ones who don't know, who aren't there, and even if you tried to explain it to them, it just gives them PTSD, right? um do you attempt to educate them? What has there been something that y'all have done that has worked with, hey, I just need you either to listen, whatever phrase, or I had a bad day and if you want to know I'll tell you, or what has worked and what has not worked for you guys?
So I don't necessarily talk about the trauma part with him. I will with my dad just because, he understands. But um, whenever I talk about my day, usually it's, the administrator's bullshit or who's pissing me off for the day or who's not doing their job. And I had to do X, Y, and Z for so and so. And that's usually what we talk about. And he's like, yeah, and he'll listen. And he doesn't necessarily, he used to try to like give me pointers. And he's like, well, what did you do? And I'm like, nope, you're not going to tell me that I need to change. I'm just pitching at you,
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, just, but I don't, I don't talk really about the trauma part of my job, with him because one, he's not going to understand it, and it's going to piss me off that I have to explain it. But also, like, he doesn't need it. Like, just know it was bad. I've lost somebody. I had to deal, with all this shit on top of having to do my job, and that's why I'm
Well,
pissy and don't want to be here and just want to go to bed. And
yeah, even for me, it was hard dealing with my healthcare worker spouse. It's just like, hey, tell me I understand.
yeah,
And they didn't want to. And I'm like, I don't. So I grew up in a family where you talked about your day and you processed it and everybody listened, but also
oh yes,
none of us did that job. And then I saddle up with somebody who does the job and I'm like, hey, tell me your day. I understand what's going on. And they're like, I absolutely do not want to relive a single part of that. And so it took me a while to get that that's also okay.
I don't think that really they have a complete understanding of it because they don't see it.
Yeah.
Just trying to get them to understand what you're going through or what you're seeing, unless you see it, you don't know it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
it's hard. But again, we chose it, and so we can't, carry on the trauma to them as well. So I
True.
just like, and my relationship is the same way. I was taught to talk about my day, and he talks about nothing. You know, it's
Mm-hmm.
like pulling teeth to get like, how's your day? Or what'd you do at work today? He's like, oh, it's just work. But I want to talk about my day. So we're still in the learning phase of he has to know that I need to talk, and I have to know that he doesn't want to talk. We're
Yeah.
still in
So
that phase.
yeah. So grace is important and go, hey, did I tell you too much or not enough? Or, is it okay for me to share this kind of stuff with you? Do you really want to hear the gory details, or do you just want to know that I saw 67 patients and three of them are no longer alive?
Yeah.
You know, um, that's hard. And I feel for our family members, like, even God bless, if we have kids,
Oh, I
you
can
know,
imagine.
my children will watch, like the Pit, or some kind of medical show, Chicago Fire, whatever. They're like, does that really happen? And I'm like, well, yes and no. Right. But aspects of that happen. They're like, well, I can't see you doing that. My kids thought I was lying, that I was a flight medic, until I showed them a picture of me flying through the air in my helicopter. And it just, I think they think dad disappears for a couple of days and then comes back home, and um he's never in any danger. I remember the first time telling him that I was blown up in a building, and they're like, do what? Like, actually blown up? And I'm like, yeah, like I hit the ceiling and I came back down to the
Yeah.
ground. Yeah,
And
like
now I'm
it.
broken.
Yeah. They're like, why did you have to have surgery? I'm like, well, I fell off of a building. you know
I
and
think for our families, we do a lot of faking.
yeah.
Oh, for sure.
You
Yeah.
know,
Well, and it's a protective mechanism. I've told my family members before that, you don't want to hear what happened. What happened was not okay to repeat.
Yeah.
And so trying to figure out that happy medium of how do we make you feel a part of our day and a part of our lives, and you know be proud of what we do, is one thing. And then, where do I upset you and go too far?
It's
Right.
a hard medium, and everybody's different. So you just have to learn to learn your partner and know and talk. Talking. We talk all damn day. We don't want to come home and talk some more about our feelings. I've emptied my empathy well, and so you just gotta take the time and take the effort and figure it out.
Well, so what has worked for you, Nikki? What's worked for you and hasn't? Like, have you done the things where you're like, oh, I'll never do that again, or hey, this worked and I'll keep going?
Yeah, I mean, I've given the full details, and not have not gotten the response that I felt like should have been there. And so I just don't give the full details. And then he's also learned to not want the full details of my job,
Yeah.
and like having like the small tidbits of like essentially, like I have this and I also do this and I have this many patients and this is how many people work with me and things like that, but needing the full details of, I've seen 20 patients today and he's like, oh, that's not too bad. I'm like, you motherfucker, you don't understand.
Yeah.
We're not going into full details of like how many patients and, not necessarily. I mean,
You
let's
kind of find yourself having to I can't say the word, compartmentalize.
Yeah, definitely. And so he's like, I'll come home and talk about it a little bit, but I'm not like full on, explaining. And I've learned too that he'll talk about his job when he wants to talk about it. If there's something, cool or weird, like he had to fire somebody or something, he wants to talk about that, or he's not going to talk about his numbers because my eyes glaze over and I don't understand. So, oh no, you missed 5 packages on that hour? No way. Okay, so he's learned not to like go into like he really doesn't talk a whole lot, and I have to be okay with that too. But just slowly, and definitely not talking about dead babies at dinner with my family. So kept that to a bare minimum now.
Yeah, you're like, it looks a lot like this pork chop that we're eating.
Yeah. Like, oh, it's actually the color of the potatoes. Do you remember that doll we had when we were kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Not going to way too much detail, but you just learn.
God bless. Well, Nikki, I thank you for coming back and hanging out with us. For our listeners, tune in on Friday, November 14th. We have a very interesting topic for Friday, November 14th. Also, continue to let us know what you're going to do for your holiday things. Let us see your ugly sweater parties, what you did for Halloween, any candy that you have left over. And also, don't forget to keep posting your recipes for all the things that you're going to eat so that all of us can eat the same disgusting or awesome things that you're eating for Thanksgiving.
All the yum yums.
But for today, that was Nikki. Man, if you guys are going through these things with your spouses, just know that you're going to have to figure out what works for you. What works for Nikki or Cole or myself may not work for you. If you're with a non-essential or if you're partnered up with an essential, things are going to be different for everybody. Just remember to give grace.
Just a little piece of advice.
Yeah.
Don't have the whole mental breakdown. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Well, it feels really good though.
Yeah. I think if you're going to have, because I've had it, my spouse and I have had it on the same day and we tried to out mental breakdown each other. Yeah. Just be there for what they need you to be. If you're the essential worker, use your words and say what you need and what you don't need. Let whatever happens. And if it didn't work, like revisit it later and make it work for the next time. You guys are awesome. We love you. We need you in your position. Just know that we're here for you. If your spouse or partner is not, you can write into us at the show and we'll listen to your stuff for you. But just know that hugs and cuddles work.
They do. 100%. You need that. Even though you're antisocial and hate everybody, you still need the loves and cuddles. Just saying.
I'm still gonna touch you with a hug.
Okay, that sounded weird.
Yeah, the full frontal right and left arm hug where the middles touch. Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
That's too close.
Hugs and cuddles.
Kisses.